a few crazy cats. We're doing this Camino some more, and got about 5 days till I'm done. Look at how pretty this is. Oh my god. I don't know if that's one house or what. Maybe a big tumble down this fucking hill. So, and my feet are doing okay. Switch my shoes. I can walk quickly, I'm alright. And yeah, running into a lot of different people. I think it'd be fun to go to France. The sun's coming out. And I'm just feeling a little bittersweet on my reflections on Europe and how kind of awesome this place is. I mean, I'm on the Camino, so it's a little different, but it would be pretty sweet to get a van and cruise around Europe in a van. Maybe that's going to be on my table here soon. To rent a van and make that happen. But these are really nice. You know. There's also all sorts of Caminos. I heard of a Japanese Camino. Sounds like kimono. Kimono, baby. Slave to these yellow arrows. Seashell and yellow arrows as we go. Walk quickly. Maybe don't hurt. Please don't hurt. Quick and listening to the autobiography of Alan Watts, and that's been very nice. It's very interesting read. It's incredible how much detail that person remembers about his life. And it's his book, right? But far more than other people's books. It's a very detailed text. He seems like a very, very smart guy. Obviously, if you're some sort of spiritual leader. Look at level. We're walking some grass. We're just gonna walk quickly. No padding moves, just keep on slow. Wish I had pools today. It's alright. Making spiritual progress. Making personal progress. It's better than having crazy rocks. But it's bittersweet to be in this nice Camino and be on the out and out. I mean, I have probably like a week left, I guess. But energetically, it feels like a winding down. Things are getting rainier. Things are getting harder. People are still crazy. But I think everyone's kind of plans are solidifying. People are having to make decisions based on where they're going and what they're doing. So, yeah, it's all good. You know, I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to not be here. I'm happy to be alive. Maybe I'll be happy when I'm not alive. Space that. Can help you there. Oh, this is bad on the knees. Gee, they keep doing it. Oh. Just point it down. Go for the walk. Oh. Straight, good walking. Oh, that's some primo walking content. That's what the people want to see. You guys like to walk? Suck and walk. Suck it. sucking? You suck at walking? Yesterday was pretty hard. I was like walking in my sandals with my socks and they got completely drenched. Going up this like crazy steep hill, which we're now going down. So it felt good. It felt good to finish that hill and push through a little piece. Oh, these are nice little hills. These are probably the biggest Spanish hills for quite some time. Really separating out the areas. Okay. Gonna go to a nice vegan restaurant tonight. Vegan albergue. And we shall see how that goes. Last night was pretty good. I made it in by 6 o'clock and it was like as soon as the place was closing, and then I ran into this other guy, Jacob, at this restaurant. We had some wine, we had some dinner. It was really lovely, and the octopus is primo for this region. So I'll just travel and food blogging. You know, look at these little berries. I wonder if you can eat them. They're very red. But I went to this first place, and then just the vibe was really, I didn't like the vibe. And I was like, I need to go somewhere else. So I paid. I tried to get my money back, and then I just dipped out. Because I was like, I just don't want to eat dinner here. It felt too constricted in that space. So I pushed on in the rain last night, and that was all right. But we're walking, there's some people up here. Walking slower than me. But it's all good. I make good time on the hills going up and going down. And I wish I had more wisdom to drop. I hate when I say that. Like every moment is just ripe with wisdom to take in. Look at this. Blurry trees. Incredible views. I'm glad it's not really foggy and rainy right now. This is a really pretty part. It was a little foggy yesterday, so this is great. We came up from that hill over there. Now we're going down this one. And I think this is the second to the last like big hill push on the Camino, and this is probably the hardest part. So physically the Camino is getting easier and easier at this point now. So yeah, it feels good. We got some rain down there, some clouds, but yeah, it's interesting to kind of run into some people that I met really early on the Camino, chat with them a bit, and then talk with them, and the whole big Camino kind of becomes a giant blur, you know. And I'm running into some of the people that I saw earlier, and it's interesting how it kind of all comes together. And I think it's always interesting when you have people you met on a trip, and there's a couple people that I'll talk to in the future, but it's always challenging to know which people that you stay into contact with. And I guess not a lot of people contacted me in Hawaii. I got some today too, like I kind of turned my phone off, was like just doing my own thing, and I'm not asking for anything from that. But as you get older, you get less and less. It's harder and harder to make close friends. And I think community bonds are important to have. Spaces where you can have friends and get together. And I think a lot of these small town spots, it's a very simple life, but I think I've seen a lot of joy that lives here. Hang out with each other and shoot shit. Seeing the Camino, some very nice people on the Camino and people that are us to be on this thing. And like I said, the Alberg Days shut down like today, so a lot of them are closing. So I'm gonna have to start figuring out how to book. I'm gonna start to figure that aspect out of it. Freewheeling and dealing, jumping so far. Plan too much in my life. I'm in a good space. I don't think it's right. Plan every microsecond of my day. I tried to do that once. One time I was like, okay, how can I practice like 5 instruments in a week and like learn new songs and like get better music? And this is while I was a scientist. So I was like, practice for 30 minutes here, take a 10-minute break, and then 30 more minutes, and just try to schedule out my whole day. And challenging. It just didn't work at all. There was another time I was trying to practice jazz for like 8 hours a day. And I stopped being in my band. I was like, I'm just going to work on a Charlie Christian song and like really practice. And that lasted 3 days until I was just completely alone. Nothing happens in a vacuum. But it becomes very more challenging when you are completely solo to try to bring something up in your life. It's important to have some social talks. Ooh, this is good on your knees right here. But I don't think human beings are meant to participate. The point of their life. In 9 to 5, you do have like 30 minutes for lunch. That's good. And then they make you work for your lunch sometimes too. I have jobs like that. Use a 30-minute lunch. Fill out this form while you're doing lunch. That's bullshit. It should be illegal to do that. I was telling this thing. I was in Oregon. I got this job to like knock door to door to like pay in plastic bags. And you're like, well, just fill out all your contact stuff. Contact forms for people on their lunch break. I'm like, I'm supposed to be eating. Just do all you eat. That was illegal, dude. I didn't care. It's cool. I just slacked off on my job and meetings. That's what happens. Working alone, just slack off. You work this way. Camino. I think it'd be hard to go the reverse way on this one. Although it's probably easier than going down. Actually, going down that other slope is probably very, very challenging. It's so slippery and sketch. This is much easier. So, go along in the Camino. Walk, jump, survive for this beautiful view, wouldn't you? Jeez, I can't feel my hands. So you can always walk really slowly down, or just try to have a good step. Get momentum going. It doesn't go right on your feet. Pick up the speed. Here we go. day. This is the director's cut edition of this uncut travel blog. You know when you pee and like you remember just the dudes will know this one. You like shake it out, but it never gets all the stuff shake out. And then you just pee your pants a little bit. And I think that happens a lot. I was teaching guitar to one guy. He was like 20. He was like middle-aged, nicest guy ever. Came out of the bathroom. I was like, dude, did you just pee your pants? He had like this huge white spot in his pants, and he's like, yeah, man. Like we had a couple of beers. It's like just kind of kept going after I just done. He was my dude. He's like, Marco, you're my therapy, dude. I was like, right on, man. Oh, I miss being a guitar teacher. I was I was an okay guitar teacher, but that just was kind of shit. It was just hard. I was driving kids' houses, kids and adults. After my other job, that was really hard. Just being in traffic to go teach for 30 minutes to drive to another house. Oh, did not pay enough. But here we are. Rain's coming down on Camino. I'm not a guitar teacher. I teach people a little bit. But teach myself better. Camino. Let me get my hood on. Oh. So, we're rambling, we're gambling. Not much is happening today. Feels good. There's a little town over here. Rain's coming in. Rain's coming in. I think this is freaking football a little bit. I'm all kind of down here. The low ball. Boys. Sorry. Excuse me, guys. Little goes. Sorry, I'm closed. That might be happening a lot more. Let me know if you like. Okay, rain's coming out. What's going on? This guy. COVID's got roads. I would stop and read that. Do my laundry, and get in a warm bed, and rest my feet. I think that sounds really nice. And then have a nice vegan dinner, and just be in chill mode. Wash my cash, because I don't run out. I'm eating too much soup. Soup I was able to get with a credit card. Let's not spend so much in the cashless spots. But apparently soon we're going to be at the 100-kilometer mark. A lot of people start the Camino there because you need some sort of 100-kilometer certificate, which kind of just makes it harder for the people that are doing the whole thing. Medieval. I mean, I think I like this part of Camino a lot because it's like really tiny villages and like very rural and pretty. It reminds me of Saint Jean in France on the east side. It's like less commercial and big urban stuff. This has been really nice. And I feel good inside of myself after this Camino. I feel like I just needed a break from Hawaii now and get put into a routine, and it was nice to start a whole other routine and just be like, I'm a dude on the Camino. Crazy feet hurt guy on Maui. It's nice. It's a good space where I'll just be myself. I always be myself, though. If you don't be yourself, and then beat yourself up because you're not yourself. God, I'm baiting my head. I had a day where I was listening to like just 90s hits. And not even like the good 90s hits, like the shitty Backstreet Boys and like Nick Lachey band. Can't remember their names. I want to be one. That song is actually a jam, but I will say. It's a little harder here, so I gotta concentrate. Please rest. Keep running these entire way. Take bigger steps and take less steps. Feels good. Always steps in. Oh. Because I'm at very pretty Citrus Gulf and Citrus 25, but she is going 35 kilometers per second. Oh, Lord. Oh, my knees. Walking and talking. That wasn't too bad. Just gonna have to hop in. Get out of the panic walking mode. Oculus Simulator 5000. This is what you want. I'm gonna look at my feet move, not these gorgeous views. Whew. Oh my. someone listens to this. If you listen to this, you're crazy, man. You're the crazy one, man, not me. You're crazy, man. I like you, man. Whew. This is a good curtain. Looks great. Yeah, it's interesting to see all the group dynamics on the Camino, the pulling apart and the going Caminos and the see you laters and then who do you walk with? Who do you talk with? Will I see you ever again? Maybe. Maybe in 3 days. Maybe I'll never see you ever again. It's very, I think the best way to approach it is to not be stressed out about it. Because a lot of people are making like WhatsApp groups and trying to get people's phone numbers and they'll miss that person and they'll try to plan things and it's like, I can't take another layer of planning on top of my own sanity. So it's been really great to just, I don't say more than a day in advance. I've never done, I don't get a plan even more than one day in advance. As soon as I try to do that, I was like, no, get me out of this. But now I think I might have to book my next spot. The next thing. Just because these are going to slam. I don't want to end up in the cold. One French girl I talked to is going to do the alternate route, which is like the camping part of the Camino, and it's not a lot of albergues. God bless her, because this shit would suck to camp in, honestly, just rain. Thank you. Let's start a fire. I don't even know if fires are legal. Where do you get all your food from? How do you carry your food for 5 days? Pinch your tent every day. How do you get warm? I think this is, this is tourist, this is commercial, but it's still pretty damn far walk. I must say, people have dropped out and gotten injured. So, I just passed that German boy Lucas again that I met really early on, and yeah, around all sorts of people. Oh, more down here. This is not too rainy. Tomorrow might be rainy, I don't know. Woo. It's fine. Okay. This is how the Camino goes. 30 minutes of pure, unadulterated talking. What if you had a walking desk and you your office was to walk 40 kilometers a day and you just a rolling chair that was in front of you or something, or you just have some, I guess when you have contact lenses, right? You have a screen in them. It should be possible to walk and brush equations and do things like that. So at that point, where does the office start and where does the non-work begin? And we kind of got a little bit of that breaking apart when we all had cell phones and were immediately contactable. I'm sure the Camino in the 90s was an awesome experience about people WhatsApping each other and looking things and looking organic and probably pretty crazy though too. But I'm doing a pretty in the 90s Camino. I haven't really texted anybody. Just listen to music and podcasts occasionally. But Andy's Camino. Yeah, it's interesting how our technology changes social dynamics very quickly. And having someone be instantly available just makes... I just peed all over my strap. Not good. It just makes everybody... You can never really escape your job. Things never shut down. And yet banks, even right now, banks still shut down on the weekends, which is like, who made that rule? The one time people need banks is on the weekend when they're not at their normal jobs. And like, why can't you transfer money during a weekend? That's insane right now. It's electronic. Like, why does that? I guess there's like, you know, fraud detection and things like that, but still, you should have to be able to transfer a certain amount anytime you want. But whatever. I guess the key is to like not be needing money before the weekend. Yeah, what if we get to a point where it's like we just have, you know, contact lenses with screens and you can do whatever you need to do. But even at that point, it's like, what do we even do? Like, what are we doing here? Walking just to walk, philosophizing. People think that work can bring them substance. And a lot of people work their jobs until they retire and they're like, fuck, I didn't have any fun. Or they work the job and they retire for like 3 years and they're like, that was great, and then they just pass. It's a tough world out there for some people. It really is. And you know, a lot of retired people in the Camino, and it's like this is their time to do the Camino, but it's like their bodies are... It's a harder Camino for them. It really is. I mean, I saw some French woman that was very old and we didn't speak the same language, but I gave her some pain pills. She was by herself and it looked like a tough Camino for her. You know, being by herself and being at a certain age is probably even harder to make friends. But I think that's why it's also important to do things right now. You can't just delay gratification endlessly. It's important a little bit, but I think it's good. You really have to find a balance. Save, travel, and enjoy as well. Camino Park. Okay, does that mean we're done with the hill? Please. Please save my knees. I can't take any more knees. Please let me have another knee. No. I don't have a knee. Knights of Knee. Oh, look at this. This kind of reminds me of Colorado. Look at these sheep all the way back up there. The sheep are keeping that spot nice and fucking cleared out, eating. The sheep are working hard. They're outstanding in their field. Horrible dad joke. Okay, I drink. And then I pee. This is the way of the world. Oh, Camino. Ay, Camino. If I walk too slow, I get cold. If I walk too fast, my knees hurt. But I feel good. We're up to 35 minutes on this long form ASMR content. Everyone watching this is just getting food poisoning. Not food poisoning. Whoa. Go down that sketch level. Everyone's getting bathtub. Everyone's getting seasick from all the motion. not stabilizing shit. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't stabilize anything in my life. Okay, got some buildings. Might be here. Might be time for a decision on which way to go. Balosa. Or whatever. Oh, my way downtown. This is past country dash. With the bank, and I need you. Look at these. Oh, yeah. Make contact with the town 37 minutes in. The time flies when you're talking to yourself madly. I don't even know if I can hear my whisper. Oh, we're on some road. Alright, maybe I'm gonna chill. Wash my feet for a minute, but we shall see. There's a little cafe here or not. Dang, ain't that? I'm guessing no. Ooh, nice Sprinter. Smells like cows. Look at this elder gate. Looks like it's gonna fall apart. Oh, that's a very nice label. The cows are inside today because it's too cold for them. They like being inside cows sometimes. Whoa, my knees. They're really cool. Oh. Look at this dude's apples, man. Okay. Oscars. Freshies. the track turf. Let's go.